Two London sides absolutely steeped in tradition, and when they meet, something significant tends to occur. Stay with us. Live coverage coming up of Arsenal versus Chelsea from North London. Good evening. Tonight the spotlight falls on North London. We find ourselves at the home of Arsenal. I'm Derek Ray here in the commentary box, and joining me to provide expert analysis is the former England attacker Sue Smith.
Hello, welcome back to Armchair Armory, and we are back again. I know I've said this a few times. I feel like I'm saying this all the time this season. The games are coming in thick and fast. Next game up on Sunday. Oh well, to be fair, we've after the brilliant win over Spurs Sunday just gone, we've now got a few days off before the next game. Well, a few days to prepare for the next game, which is Chelsea at home, Chelsea at the Emirates, same time as the North London derby was this past week, 4:30 on Sunday. I put in this video the title "Still Work to Do," because I feel like even though the response from the Wolves result against Spurs was really good, and it was nice to see Eze and Gyökeres get on the score sheet, and probably in Gyökeres' case anyway, take part in probably the best game he's had for Arsenal since signing from Sporting in the summer. I think this is just as big as Spurs. Spurs is a little bit bigger, obviously, because it's a North London derby, but this is just as big. And I'm a bit worried about this one because of my theory about playing a team more than once in a season. Obviously, we played them away in the league. We've played them home and away in the Carabao Cup semi-final. And now we're going to play them again. And we beat them twice over those two legs in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. And we drew at Stamford Bridge. Now, when we drew with them at Stamford Bridge, Enzo Maresca was still their manager. In the two games that we played Liam Rossigna, we've won both of them. But I have a feeling that, and they had a really poor result over the weekend as well. They were 1-0 up against Burnley, who are 19th in the table. And they conceded a late equaliser. So they'll be looking for some sort of like retribution as well, or some position to get back to winning ways. I was just looking at the table before I started recording. They're currently 3 points behind Manchester, but they're joint fifth with Liverpool. Well, no, they are fifth because they've got a higher goal difference than Liverpool. But yeah, they're level on points with Liverpool, and 3 points behind Manchester United in fourth. Now, if they could beat us, that would take them into fourth place. I don't know what the game in hand situation is like with between fourth and sixth, but yeah, they could potentially get themselves back into the top four with a result against us. Then again, having said that, our record against them at the Emirates in the last few years is particularly good. I don't think we've, as far as I'm aware, someone else will be able to quote me on this. I don't think we've actually lost to them since Arteta's second league game in charge. I don't think we've lost to them at the Emirates. I'm looking at the last 5 on the Premier League's website, and in those 2 home games, we won 5-0, which is that emphatic. I think it was where Kai Havertz scored a hat-trick, right? Oh no, he scored a brace. Sorry. Yeah. And then we beat them 1-0 last season, Mikel Merino. So we've got a decent record against them at the Emirates, or we have done in the last 3-4 years. So that sort of stands in good stead. They've also got a lot of key players out. I think Marc Cucurella isn't available. Obviously, Wesley Fofana was sent off against Burnley. He won't be playing. Yeah, I think they have got a few injuries. I don't know how serious injuries and suspensions. I don't know how serious they are. But yeah, like they'll be slightly depleted, but at the same time, they've still got, this will probably be the first, unless he does something stupid. This will probably be the first game that we play against. And then again, we did in the reverse fixture at the Emirates in the Carabao Cup. Caicedo played 90 minutes, and we won that 1-0. So yeah. I think they'll be dead up for it, and similar to Spurs, they'll want to, particularly the fans, will want to dent our title hopes. Obviously, City play Leeds at Ellen Road earlier on, or the previous day on the Saturday in the 5:30 kickoff. Again, similar to Newcastle, the Newcastle game, I can't really see anything but a Man City win. I'd be very surprised if Leeds get anything out of that game. But if they do, let's say they draw, they'd go to 57, which would leave us 4 points clear. And if we beat Chelsea, we'd go 7 points clear. At this stage, that's all we have to do. We've just got to keep winning until we get to that City game, and then we'll see what happens. Hopefully, in my head, it's going to make me sound like a bit of a wet wipe, but I'd rather go into that City game knowing that we don't necessarily have to win, rather than knowing we have to win. Because every single time we go to City and we need a win, we don't win. So, yeah, we're in a good position. Don't get me wrong. 5 points clear. What is it now? 11 games to go, something like that, I believe. 11. I think it's 11 games to go after. Be 10 games after the Chelsea game. Yeah, it's all starting to get quite heavy now. I mean, as I've said, I'm not entirely certain that we can win this league. I think we're good enough to. But I was actually saying to, incidentally, Stefan, who's been on this channel before, I said to him today, I just feel like there's always a Wolves performance in there with us. And there's plenty of those games where that could happen, particularly games like Brighton away, for example, or even on Sunday with Chelsea, where we just don't turn up or we make stupid mistakes and give away 2 points, But at the same time, I can't necessarily see Man City winning every game between now and the end of the season. I just think they've got easier games. I think that's the main thing. So yeah, they've got Leeds away this weekend. In March, they've got City at home and West Ham away. City at home, Forest at home, and City and West Ham away. It's been a long day. It's been a very, very busy day, which is why I'm not really with it. So yeah, Forest at home, West Ham away, and then they've got, in April, they've got Chelsea away, which might be difficult. Then they've got us at the Etihad, and then they've got Burnley away. And then their last games of the season in May, they've still got the game in hand, which is Palace at home to reschedule, which they'll probably do around, depending on what goes on with the Champions League, they'll probably do it around sort of May time. And then, yeah, their confirmed fixtures at the moment for May are Everton away, Brentford at home, Bournemouth away, Villa at home on the last day of the season. Now, to be fair, I didn't actually know that they were playing two teams that are in the relegation zone, a team going for Europe in Everton and Bournemouth. Well, where are Bournemouth at the moment in the table? Bournemouth at 8th. So yeah, they're technically going for Europe, or going for the Conference League at least. So maybe, who knows? And then we look at our fixtures for the rest of the season, and we've got, so obviously Chelsea at home on Sunday. We've got Brighton away, Everton at home in March. And then April, we've got Bournemouth at home, obviously the City game, Newcastle at home, Fulham at home, West Ham away. So we have to play West Ham away as well after City play West Ham away, because I think City play West Ham away in April. Then we've got Burnley at home, and then our last game of the season is Palace away. So it's difficult for us as well. I think both teams have got games in there that we could definitely drop points in. I think we edge it slightly. So obviously we've got Chelsea on Sunday, which I think will be a difficult game. Brighton away, we've struggled at before in previous times. Like last season, they took 4 points off of us. I think that's right. I think the last couple of times we played them, we've drawn with them. Oh no, we didn't. We beat them at home last season. Oh no, that would be this season, wouldn't it? No, yeah, they drew with us twice, because obviously the home one was that third game of the season where Declan Rice got sent off for kicking the ball away, and then the controversial clashing of heads between João Pedro and Saliba, which gave them a penalty. So yeah, so they drew with us twice last season. So it's a great, and previous years in the sort of Unai Emery era of Arsenal and the latter days of Wenger, we've had a few, bad results against Brighton. In the Arteta era, we obviously had that 3-0 loss against them when we were going for the league the first time. Everton at home, we drew with them at the Emirates last season. Really poor performance. Bournemouth beat us at home last season. We did beat Newcastle at the Emirates not last season, but by that point they'd thrown in the towel when it came to the league, pretty much. And they didn't have Isak for that game. So I don't know what to expect from Arsenal Newcastle at home this time. And then Fulham, Fulham got results against us last season. I think West Ham beat us last season as well, if I remember rightly. Yeah, they beat us 1-0. Mavropanos, right? No, Bowen. And Lewis Skelly got sent off. Burnley, depending on where they are, could be difficult. So it's too hard to tell. I mean, me on this channel, I don't make predictions because there's no point. You're always going to be wrong somewhere. It's heating up, put it that way. And when the Champions League comes back in, I saw a little bit of, or had a look at what the scores are in the round of 16 playoffs. When the Champions League comes back in, that's going to be another contributing factor to form and stuff like that. I just hope that we can get past these next two games. We've managed to beat Spurs convincingly. We've got to then go and beat Chelsea and then Brighton, and then it's sort of like it's a little bit more in the sort of winnable territory, although we could still slip up. One of my main gripes with the Wolves result was just the fact I didn't want to get into another territory where we were counting on City's results again. And that draw to Wolves kind of has done that, where we've got to look over our shoulder at what City are doing. But in terms of the Chelsea game, in general, I think, again, it's one of those games where on paper we should win. But the fact we played them, this will be the fourth time we've played them this season. And we've won 2 and drawn 1, means that the law of averages means that we're probably gonna drop points in this one as well. And also the fact that it's another big game, it's another London derby that they'll be up for denting our title hopes essentially. But as I said, on paper we should win. I just hope that the Arsenal that played against Wolves last week doesn't turn up. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. I will be back again after the game on Sunday, not in my setup because I'm away visiting family again. So, I'll just be doing it pauper style. Anyway, I'll see you then. Take care and stay safe.
Remember to like and subscribe, and also follow Dan on social media. All the information is in the description below.
Too much room. And a chance to whip it in here. He does have pressure to deal with. Oh, a superb save to keep them locked together.
Yeah, that's a big moment in the game, and he's dealt with it brilliantly.
Well, he couldn't quite keep the header down. Goal kick. And the substitution will occur now. And forward go Arsenal. Do they have a late winning goal in their future? And out for a throw-in, just misfiring with the pass.
Well, just listen to the fans. They're certainly trying their best to push them on to get a winner. I'm sure there's going to be one more chance. It's just whether they can take it.
Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. Pedro. Well anticipated.
Yeah, he kept his focus well there, didn't he?
Gyökeres. It's with Ødegaard. Victor Gyökeres. Well, if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be. Great vision to switch the play. Still level, but Chelsea on the attack, near the end. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Now with Caicedo. And that is the whistle for the end of the 90. Nothing at all to separate these two.
Remember to like and subscribe, and also follow Dan on social media. All the information is in the description below.